Alrighty. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. And hopefully today, the new headset again. All is looking a bit more promising. I've actually seen a whole charge for 2 hours. So, hello, Bass Man. Hello, David. Hello, Her Ladyship. And hello, Bass Woman. Yeah, I went to the, with the headset thing. I hit Google yesterday. And I'd pretty much already tried all their remedies. Yes, I had. And they said, it might be that the headset is faulty. Went to the shops. They gave me a newbie, which was actually $90 cheaper as it happens. So I got $90 cash in my hand, and boom. So hopefully all is well, people. Now, today we're getting back onto that decaling that we didn't get done yesterday or indeed the day before. I've actually already got the water ready, so I don't have to even get up and get the water. No, I don't. No, I don't. Alrighty, let's get down to business, peeps. Now, first thing I actually need to do is cool the aircon. The aircon is potentially gonna blow my decals to places I don't want them to go. Excuse me. Now, as always, oh dear Lord, that's better. Hey Sprue, how you doing, man? You're not the first person to make that error. David. Well, different David. I think I'll call you Sprue because I've already got a David. Nah. You're not the first person to make that error, Sprue. In fact, I'll share an interesting tale with you. The rugby club I used to play at had 4 Robs and a Rod amongst the names. Now, excuse me a moment. Now, getting back to my tale. Oh, that's a bit good, Bass Man. Yeah, getting back to my tale of the names. And the way this was decided to be addressed, I was not actually present for this conversation, but that's fine. That didn't bother me. Where did I put the remaining? Them here, maybe. Yep. And we are up to, that's 4. Goggles will tell me. Yeah, the way it was addressed was that the first guy who ever arrived at the club said that he should, by rights, be given the name or own the actual Rob. That's even not unreasonable. Another guy who'd been there for a while was entirely comfortable with being Bob. They're all good there. And I scored Robbie because a lot of the Samoans already called me that. And this guy from Zimbabwe, or a very Afrikaans guy from Zimbabwe, I hasten to add, scored Robert because, yeah, he was not so popular at the club for some of his racial views, shall we say, which he was quite overt with. When you got a number of quite a few islanders in the club, it doesn't really roll. So yeah. Now, 4 goes. That side. Right. Where you going? Just there. Let's soak. Yeah, but that was how. But yes, it's not an uncommon error with my name for Rod. It's a thing. All right. Now this one goes. Give me a moment. All right. Yeah, there. Yeah. Goggles. There we go. Now, 5 being. Here's my eyesight's rat shit. What I should do is remember what the. Okay. Got it sorted. I'll now be able to identify which end is which. Will you stop that, please? Advanced behavior. Oh, what's that, David? Do illuminate us with this information. Oh no. That's subpar, to say the least. Um, the now I'm going to give you a piece of linguistic trivia about the word electrocute. By strict definition, apparently, I am told by one of my nephews, who's a fireman. I assume this is where he learnt this piece of trivia. The term electrocution is, in fact, a combination of the words electricity and execution. So, strictly speaking, for someone to be electrocuted, they need to be killed. Otherwise, it's an electric shock. Either way, still fucking unpleasant and something you just don't need. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting piece of trivia. And as you mentioned, that's pretty much what you were getting. Indeed, that is exactly what you were getting. That's not nice at all to receive, man. Sorry. I've goggle time. But yeah, you. Make your way. Hold on here, just cotton wool blood from a bit of extra liquid there. Oh yeah. Deary me. Now, so we got that one. Next there. And then the rest get a little bit more, bit easier. Happily. Now, number 6. Only 3 more after this. Yay, team. You stop that. Why, you little. Come here. And could you? Now, there we go. There we go. And soak. And soak. Looking at the kit now, you can see the decals there. They're not so much a heavily visible presence as a subtle nuance. Give you a bit of a look-see in due course. Right. Boom. Next. Only 3 more of these, happily. Now I'll give you a bit of a... Actually, might even be able... You can sort of see how they... Well, you know, I'm sort of kidding myself. But you can see how they do add a bit of a nuance along that line. Now, there's probably a better example of it. You can see there's something there that was... It's not sticking out like they might, but yeah, you get the idea. It's a tech decal, which is to say, pain in the ass. Let me just check something out for a moment. And yep, so it goes. Hang on. Yeah, yeah. Where does 9 go? Hang on. What there? I may have made a small error, chaps. And you know what? As it's not sticking out. And, oh, hang on, no. I think I'm good. Either way, I'm at the point of, because he's being so small, trivial, and really not that consequential, I'm prepared to go, oh, did I miss that? It's a small detail, as I said, but you know. Now the rest of these should start getting a bit more easy than after these. I sort of have gotten the cunty ones out of the way. And that's a good thing, you got to say. Now, um, based on the progress we're making, I would suggest there's good possibilities of getting a whole stack of this stuff. So, yeah. Now, are we moving? I'd say so. Yep. No, you don't. Mm. Don't tease me. All right. Gotcha. Yep. One. That one might be coming into play anyway then. I seem to have lost the other one. Now, is it on my brush? Check that. No. Aha. This time. You go. Don't lie to me. And ah, there we go. Now, you never mind, guys. Last one. Yeehaw! All right. Yeehaw, Grandma. And then we'll have a look at what our next few options might be. And again, there will be much rejoicing. Now, let's get those numbers. Didn't come with me even. Where's the love in that, eh? Cool. Uh, massage my arm a bit. Let's give me a bit of gym. Now, now, yes, finally. Come here, you. Come here. Excuse me. And soak. But damn, yeah, my arm's definitely not happy. A bit of a stretch. I'll be ready to go now. Jeez. What am I soaking for so long for? Now, I'll just check that it is. Yep. Now, hmm, very cooperative of it. Oh, and bullseye. Ah. So yeah, there's a line of, yeah, as I said, you can sort of see them, but they do add that little thing, shall we say, that you need to have, um, or it's not going to look right at the end of the day. Right after that, I need coffee. Aha! Another "that's what she said" moment, Bassman. Um, my general line for any potential suggestive lines is, as the bishop said to the choir boy. Although it has been pointed out to me that if I keep trotting that out, one day I'm going to actually encounter someone who has had that experience. And maybe I should think about that. The point, it's undeniable as to whether or not I will take that on board. I do not know. Some people roll with bishop to actress. Now, come on now. That's just playing nice. That is. Excuse me a moment. Okay. Well, I've got it at that angle. We may as well try and focus on this side. Okay. Well, let's see what we've got easy access to here, shall we? Ooh. Decal 2. These, okay, we've got a few here that we can put on quite conveniently. 5. Wait, back that horse up. There's 2 5s here. What the fuck goes on there? 2 different looking 5s is what I'm seeing. That's because that's a 6 here, dingus. Brain of a duck, you know. Right. Okay. So we can certainly put 5 and 6 on. 7 goes conveniently there. I believe there's another 7 watts more. Excellent. But does 3 go anywhere here? Oh no, no. Where does 3 go? Ooh, would appear it doesn't on this one. That seems a little odd. What about 2? Am I just not seeing it, perhaps? Nope. They might be for another type of 109. I would suggest. All right. Well, let's do these then. They're all at a fairly convenient sort of an angle, actually. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. Now, our first one is a decal 5, which goes up, and there's a very specific spot for it right there. Like it's actually outlined. You need to fit the decal to the outline. Now, first, we shall turn that round this way. Slice. Them off. Now, which way do I want to do this? I prefer to do 6 first because I'll show you. What you'll notice here is that we've got 5 there and 6 there, and because one's higher than the other, I prefer to do 6 first. My theory being that in the short term, I won't be reaching across a freshly placed decal to put that one on, if you follow the logic I'm applying. Now, in that context, I'm probably being something of a drama queen. I'm being overly cautious, but that's just me. In the meantime, so what we can do, I'm thinking we're going to do 7, 7, 6, 5. That's our plan. Well, that's my plan at least. So let's do that, shall we? Now, happily, these ones are nice and easy to see. What I do need to make sure I find is, yep, nice. Nice. Okay, what this is, I'll show you what I'm nicing about. Yep. Okay, if you look, you'll notice there's like a little compartment there. That is the first aid compartment. This is the stickers or the decals we're putting on now. And there is presumably, let's have a look, see here. We've got to put one there. So I assume there's some sort of thing there as well. I don't see an actual compartment to utilize, but be that as it may. Now, scalpel time. I like these sorts of decals. You can't go too far wrong with them. Or at least they're kind of obvious, you know. Let's face it, a white thing with a red cross on it. Gee, you reckon you're going to be able to get that on correctly? I think so. Let's see. I reckon that's going to be ready to go. Now, These are ones that are much bigger than, yep, the numbers. So I feel okay putting a faint touch of decal setter where I wish to put the decal. Oh wow. I've got the perfect amount without even, yeah, that's good. Now let's get that nice and angled. Off of my guys. Goggles required because I am a blind bastard. I can tell you right now that's not straight. You little. There we are. Oh no, that's good. Okay. So what we've done there. Wrong way. Boom. Now, next one that goes up there. Just checking something for a point of reference. Yep. Okay. Scalpel time again. Yep. I'll zoom out. Now, delete. Yes. It's all coming together, boys and girls. Now. I've got to keep a bit of an eye on the time because I've got a course today I've got to attend. But with the rate we're going, I'd say we've got an excellent possibility of getting these decals completed. Or, at worst, a whole stack of them done. And tomorrow we'd be able to do some decaling and some assembly, sort of a caper. That's an at worst. I'll just thin that out a little. Ooh. Oh, I haven't done that yet, mate. I've got a lot of things I've been needing to attend to, but once I've got these two done, and we've commenced the Batmobile, I might use one of the streams that might otherwise go to the Mustang car to do some work on those on the live stream, because that could be insightful and useful for some people who have had similar traumas. So I don't reckon it's going to be that hard to fix up. Now, would I see exactly where it goes now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yep. That's right. Just. There we go. Boom. Now. So yeah, getting back to your yeah, that's what I'm going to do ultimately, because I do want to fix them up, as you can imagine. Um, although there's one that I'm actually less bothered because I want to redo that kit because it's not correct in a pretty major way, which is to say, it's a P61, but I was unaware of the need to make sure that um, there was weight in the nose, and because it's one of the vintage Airfix, which is to say, not really that flash. It's a tail dragger, which it shouldn't be doing. So I'd like to build it correctly. Um, yeah. So I'm not so bothered about that one. But the rest of them I've looked at what I had to pick up. It's not that bad. It really isn't, guys. I was very, very lucky, I think. Um, yeah, but it's something we'll do. Yeah, well, that's my plan. Um, and I actually think. Oh, actually, as a quick little aside, one of the things that'll be possibly a little more frustrating will actually be, excuse me, while I cut that out, um, doing the aerial wire on some of them. Although in a couple of instances, like in one aircraft's case, I'd have to have a closer look. It looks like the aerial wire has, in some instances, survived completely intact, which is something I'm not entirely unhappy for because that's fiddly as all hell, man. It's good to do, but fiddly as all hell. Now, this one goes on here. I need to we'll move this up a bit, shall we? There we go, maybe. Now, something that's also good news, chaps, is having passed the 40-minute mark, we've now actually got a headset that would appear be holding charge in a manner that I find entirely convenient. Now, this one, this one goes down there. Yep. We're going just sort of here with that. Can't really see where I'm pointing. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Mouthful of coffee. Now, actually, you can't quite see what I'm doing. You should probably go more that way. There we go. Let's soak, people. Now she's getting colourful. Alrighty. Yeah. Quite where I want it, but we can fix that. That. Anyway, there we go. Winning. Now. Oop, get off of this. Now. Up a bit higher, a little bit higher. Come on, come on. Cross. Aye, aye, aye. Aye, 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 Delilah. Ah, there we go. I think. Yeah, boom. Now. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's coming together pretty happily. And again, I've got to commend AMG for, look, yes, the way they set up those numbers and the spacing of all of that was a pain in the ass. But the rest of their decals, what I've really got to say is really good, is how you don't have to wait forever and a day on the soak. And that, to me, is a marvelous thing. Now, this one goes right here. Delay. Happy, happy. Joy, joy. That was Ren and Stimpy. Don't know if you remember or ever got into Ren and Stimpy. I was not into them, but I used to watch them a bit. They were funny for all the wrong reasons. Apparently, my mates got, my mates were right into them. And it happened because before people latched on to the fact that Ren and Stimpy was not for children, um, the they were put on with the normal kids' cartoons on a Saturday morning. And my mates had come home after a big night out, whacked on the TV to ensure they got said cartoons because they're a crack up, hey? And discovered Ren and Stimpy. And yeah. And around that time, a mate of mine, indeed, the captain of my rugby side, reckons he was at home playing with his son, who at that stage was pretty much in nappies, I think, or certainly pretty young. And they've got the cartoons on. And he reckons as he's watching this show, he's going, I soon realised this wasn't for kids, eh? And you think, no, mate, it's not for kids. Give me a moment. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. Hang on. It's a little more. Just. Boom. Actually, this will see if I need to correct it at all. Good way of magnifying this. Actually, he's looking pretty nice. Boom. Indeed. Alrighty. From the Ren and Stimpy I did see, I reckon my favourite moment was there's a. Now, I'm just checking what other numbers I need here. Excuse me for a moment, guys. Now what? Aha! By golly, by gosh, by crikey. Daisy, let's be a little more careful there, Rob. They're both starving, so they come up with this plan. I think it might be Randy comes up with the plan because, of course, that's generally what he does. That he'll pretend to be a mouse and go into this house, and Stimpy can pretend to be a mouse catcher, you see. And where's 23? There's 23. Oh, is that all it's got to do? There. I thought it went right the way around this little circle thing there. It doesn't. It's just above it. 13. Very good. And again, very specific. Look, this whole stack. Well, let's have a bit of more of a look. What I'm trying to suss out here. Rubbing. So, okay. All right. Where's 21? All righty. Now, what I'm going to put on next, I reckon, I might get this 23 out of the way. And what goes inside 10? Where do the 12s go? Right, I reckon there'd be a 12. Yes, okay. Okay. Right, yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan. All right, so what we're going to do first is cut those two out as a starting point. You don't need to do it that way. I can go one at a time, for God's sake. What are you doing? And on this side, we are looking for decal 10. That one. That go. We just I see. I see. I see. I see. Da da da. God. You remember that one? Da 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 by I don't know, some German gits. But I don't think that was their actual band name. Some German gits. But yeah, for some reason it's all like hotcakes, that one. Now this one will go right here. And there's a very specific spot for it again. Yes, there is. All right, so how have we been going? This is good. We're making good progress. Amazing what happens when your headset doesn't fuck out on you, isn't it? Well, not that necessarily. I mean, I could have done, but I was chasing around for. All right, now this one goes very. So there's a specific spot being just here. There. Cotton wool bud. And then a bit over that. And now we'll get our decal. I might go the heavier brush. This one is a really wide one. Now, so, aha. Right, give me a moment. Right, now, down, around, come on. And where's that little